From America's heartland, we've got nighttime baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Jason Hamill, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Ian Kinsler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 3.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
7 o'clock.
Fastball called for strike 2.
At the very least, he's showing some patience here to start the ball game. Well, that'll be important for him as we move along tonight.
Hamill into the wind, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Barehanded on the hop, just late. He's safe.
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. First offering on its way. Mike Trout is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Slider is in there. It's the other way to right. Soler is there, 1 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you always have to be aware of Mike Trout. He's got the rare combination of power and speed that can drive opposing managers absolutely crazy. It's almost impossible to come up with a game plan for how to contain him.
Justin Upton gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners off for second. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Alcides Escobar out there at that shortstop position in this one. One of the finer defensive players in all the game. Has great range, great athleticism, and an excellent arm. Not afraid to be aggressive. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Albert Pujols gets his first opportunity here with the leadoff man still standing at second, but with 2 gone now.
Well, a good chance to pick up his teammates right here because they couldn't take advantage of that leadoff double. So he'll look to get something into the outfield and give his man a chance to come around and score.
And there's ball 1. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Boy, not very decisive there. And hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Bounce towards the second baseman. A barehanded pickup. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
Angels strand one. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Andrew Heaney gets the ball for the Angels in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Abraham Almonte comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Abraham Almonte.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Called strike, 0-2. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Stepping in now, number 15, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Mike Moustakas is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here is right of second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Ian Kinsler, for me, is one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball. He's got great range, does a great job of positioning himself, always makes a routine play, makes acrobatic play, turns the ball great at second base. He's a huge advantage for a pitching staff.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. But the Royals are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Royals. Leading off the inning, Cole, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Cole Calhoun.
Hamill has his target. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Soler going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. And he throws it away. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he is toast out there as they apply the tag for the out. Into the box, Zach Cozart. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Ground ball left side. Moustakas is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Number 17 will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Not close. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Angels are gone in order. It remains 1-0. Jorge Soler will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Soler.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Trout, still ranging back. Gone! Solo shot to right center as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, that's the second home run they've hit off him in 2 innings here tonight. And he's lucky the bases have been empty both times, or he could really be off to a bad start. Well, as it is, you know, it's only 2-0, so it's not the end of the world for him.
Here's Lucas Duda now.
First baseman.
She'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. That last home run traveling an estimated 412 feet. And he falls behind 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit.
Batting 7.
Striding into the box, Paulo Orlando, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Runner goes for second. That's yanked into the stand, strike 1. This is popped up. And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1. Alcides Escobar steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
That's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
You know, looking back at Escobar's production in the 2015 ALCS, it's a pretty good reason he was named MVP of that series. He hit a blistering .478. That's called carrying a ball club.
Batting ninth,
Cam Gallagher stands in for the first time. In there, strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Leading off the inning, Andrelton Simmons. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Andrelton Simmons.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Called strike 2 with the letters, 0-2 now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion.
Martin Maldonado.
Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Martin Maldonado is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Too high, 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Here it comes. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Shot back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Mike Trout will get a shot here with 2 away, and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
He's set. Here it comes. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now a line drive that's going to carry over the head of Escobar into left center. Base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Up next for the Angels.
So striding in, Justin Upton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, and don't think he doesn't know it. He may not get a better one the rest of the night.
And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Kansas City in just a moment. Abraham Almonte will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
Yeah, he was just sitting on that changeup. Pretty obvious there. Can't imagine they're going to try and do it to him again.
Cozart barehanded. He's out.
No way. That was awesome.
Number 15.
Number 15 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Kinsler's there for it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Third baseman, number
So
8.
2 away here in the Kansas City third, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And this would be a good bounce-back inning for him. He's looked a little shaky here in these first few innings, so a 1-2-3 inning would be just what the doctor ordered.
2 strikes.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. Right side and right into the shift. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Leading off the inning, Albert Pujols, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Line drive to left. Orlando has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Right fielder.
Cole Calhoun will try things again. Remember, he was thrown out trying for an inside-the-park home run his first at-bat.
Yeah, maybe he got a little greedy right there, but you got to love the effort. Who doesn't like a guy that's going to try to get an inside-the-park homer?
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number
Stepping
7.
in, Zach Cozart. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Hamels is ready. First pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Drilled to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the ring. Chesler Cuthbert is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The first baseman, number 21.
Now to the plate, Lucas Duda. He reached on a single in his first try. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Kinsler's got it. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 4 full. Royals out in front, 2-0. Number 17 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The designated hitter, number 17.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
The batter, number 2.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Catcher,
Martin Maldonado stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Paulo Orlando comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the
Leading up
fifth.
for the Royals, left fielder, Paulo Orlando.
Hit hard to short. And reined in, one away.
The shortstop, number
So
2.
one gone for the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging bunt. Gallagher will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Abraham Almonte strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Hit in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ian Kinsler will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
In there, 1-2 now. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center fielder, number 2.
Mike Trout steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Line to the right side. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll start him with a runner. It's 0-1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now. On the ground to the left side. Moustakas has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Number 15 stands in. First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And I've got a little Moustakas trivia for you here. When he was drafted second overall in 2007, a high school teammate of his, Matt Dominguez, was selected 12th overall. They were only the 6th pair of high school teammates to be selected in the first round of the same draft.
Chesler Cuthbert will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
1-0 pitch on the way. That evens it up 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Jorge Soler will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Here it is. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game. Lucas Duda will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. Simmons on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Up next for the Royals,
Paulo Orlando strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Alcides Escobar steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the innings so far. And a surprising intentional walk here as that will now load the bases.
Number 36,
Cam Gallagher stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
He still needs 1 more strike, but, hey, if he can get out of here only giving up 2 runs, I'd call that a win.
Bob, the throw pulls him off the bag. 1 run scores. Abraham Almonte will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 outs, this might get them all home. And the run is in to score from second. Throws there, and he is meat at home plate. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 7th inning coming up. It's the Royals 7 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Albert Pujols is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So Good idea there just to wait for strike one.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Orlando is there. One away.
Now batting, right fielder
Cole Calhoun steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Zach Cozart will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Hamill sets, coming at him with the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate,
now batting,
this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Number 17 stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Scorched to third. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Angels lead 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Felix Pena will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 15 steps into the box. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Cozart is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Mike Moustakas will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
High and deep to straightaway right. Trout looks up. Gone! A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Standing in now, Chesler Cuthbert. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jorge Soler steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Lucas Duda stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Royals get one here courtesy of Mike Moustakas. We'll march on to the eighth. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Andrelton Simmons will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Andrelton Simmons.
First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Martin Maldonado will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 5 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Almonte going back on it to the track, to the wall. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
Ian Kinsler will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Mike Trout digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
And he takes ball 1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Hit on the ground to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Royals 8 and the Angels 1. Luke Bard will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Paulo Orlando started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Calhoun is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
The shortstop, number 2.
8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Alcides Escobar steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting,
Cam Gallagher ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. KC down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. Justin Upton will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Hit to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Albert Pujols will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Scooped up. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out. Cole Calhoun digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And it's quickly 0-2. High and deep to right center field. Almonte racing back, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the one run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top, 8-1. Good night from Kansas City.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Angels, 1 run on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jason Hamill. The loss goes to Andrew Heaney. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Kauffman Stadium, 40,793. The Royals thank you for attending and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.